The night was filled with a tense silence as the aftermath of the battle settled over the camp. Sir Edmund, defeated and broken, remained on his knees, the realization of his actions weighing heavily on him. Liam stood tall, but the strain of the duel had taken its toll. His body, marked with wounds, began to waver, and he collapsed to the ground. "Liam!" Isabella cried out, rushing to his side. Her hands trembled as she examined his injuries, tears streaming down her face. "Stay with me, please. I can't lose you." The villagers, victorious but weary, gathered around, their concern evident. They quickly fetched supplies to tend to Liam's wounds, and Isabella worked tirelessly, her love and desperation fueling her efforts. She cleaned his wounds, applied bandages, and whispered words of encouragement, her heart breaking with each moment he remained unconscious. Hours passed, and as dawn broke, Liam's eyes fluttered open. He looked up to see Isabella's tear-streaked face, her eyes filled with relief and love. "Isabella," he whispered, "Manteda," his voice weak but filled with emotion. "I'm here, Liam," she replied, clutching his hand tightly. "You're going to be all right. I love you so much. I always have and always will." Liam managed a weak smile, his heart swelling with gratitude and love. "I love you too, Isabella. We'll get through this together." Meanwhile, word of the battle and its outcome reached the castle. King Harold, deeply troubled by the events and the suffering of his people, decided to visit the camp himself. He arrived with a small contingent of guards, his face grave as he surveyed the scene. When he saw Isabella tending to Liam, her love and dedication evident in every gesture, something shifted within him. He approached them, his heart heavy with the weight of his previous decisions. "Father," Isabella said softly, looking up at the king, "please don't punish Liam. He fought to protect me, to save me from a life I didn't want." King Harold looked at his daughter, then at Liam, who struggled to sit up despite his injuries. The young man's bravery and the love between him and Isabella were undeniable. The king's stern expression softened, and he sighed deeply. "I have made many mistakes," the king said, his voice filled with regret. "I see now that my decisions have caused great pain. Love is a powerful force, one that should not be denied." He turned to Sir Edmund, who stood nearby, a shadow of his former self. "Sir Edmund, your actions have brought suffering to this kingdom. You will face justice for your crimes." Sir Edmund nodded, accepting his fate. He had lost not only the battle, but his own sense of purpose and direction. King Harold then addressed the villagers and his own guards. "Let it be known that from this day forward, Liam and Isabella are pardoned. Their love has shown me the error of my ways. We must learn to embrace compassion and understanding." A wave of relief and joy swept through the crowd. The villagers cheered, and Isabella hugged her father, tears of gratitude streaming down her face. "Thank you, Father, thank you for understanding." With the king's blessing, Liam and Isabella were finally free to plan their future together. They returned to the village, where they were greeted with open arms and heartfelt congratulations. The wounds of the past began to heal, replaced by hope and happiness. As Liam recovered, he and Isabella spent their days dreaming of the life they would build together. They talked of a home filled with love and laughter, of children who would grow up knowing the strength of their parents' bond. Their love story, once fraught with danger and heartache, had found its way to a place of peace and promise.